Hi, this is Pankaj Soram, and you are watching JRU's Pankz Kickz. This is the 10th episode. And in today's episode, I would like to summarize a few of the things that we learned in the past 9 lessons and what are the safety measures that you have to take care of. Basically, today I will be talking about head injuries and while you practice boxing, MMA or Muay Thai, basically the strike games. So we all know we have our gloves on, teeth guard on, and maybe some of people they go for headgears. When a person gets hit on their face, what happens is their brain goes into concussion. This is typically what we call a knockout. In knockout, what happens when I get a blow on my face, the brain wobbles back and forth inside the skull. And just like there is an injury in your arm, it requires time to heal because brain is also a muscle. It needs time to repair. So basically, when you see boxing matches or maybe karate or anywhere, people are getting knocked out. So here, I will suggest not to get hit on your face repeatedly again and again, because if you have noticed, people playing boxing, they have a very bad experience with their head injuries. For example, if I take example of Muhammad Ali, he went through Parkinson, and basically when people go through boxing matches and they get a knockout, then I suggest they should take a rest of 3 months. Before that, not to give more shock on their brains. So this is basically what I suggest to you people, because when there is a brain injury, people can also go through many anger issues. Maybe they become suicidal. You will go through, if you come across the internet and if you read those articles, you will also notice that. So it is suggestible that you always keep safety. I mean, whenever you are sparring with your partner, whatever. So this is first thing. And second thing is when it comes to conditioning your shin bone. Basically, the shin bone is your leg bone. People think they can go and hit anywhere so that in order to condition their bones. What happens in Thailand, Muay Thai players, what they do is they hit the big heavy bag. First they start with the light bag, then they go to the medium, then they go for a heavy bag. And if you keep on kicking repeatedly, there will be micro fractures inside your inside your bone. What we call it in biology, I don't know. But when you kick using this bone repeatedly on the bag, what happens is there is micro fractures, and when it gets recovered over the period of time, it becomes very hard. So it doesn't feel it feels too much. So that's all about conditioning. Conditioning is not about just going and kicking on a tree or something. It takes time. So you must not make that mistake of kicking somewhere on a hard surface just like that. And thirdly, about the diet, you have to keep eating protein, and because if you're practicing martial arts or any kind of combat sports, you have to keep repairing your body, taking in more and more protein and things like that. And in fourth point, what I like to say is about fighting, and maybe if you call bullies, okay? When you are in your class or in your college or school days, you will come across people who are very difficult. They will just abuse people who are weak. And maybe, I don't know, maybe you are victim of one of those bullies. So here in this case, first of all, what I suggest is you have to accept your pain, accept your sadness, grief, anger. Most of them are towards yourself. So you accept it, that you are sad, grief, and you hate being yourself, being like that. Then you close your eyes, visualize that you are just facing that bully, and then you are just doing those things. First, prepare your mind. Then go to him. First of all, talk to him, and try to make him understand that you don't like it. And if it doesn't, then you have to stop it using your self-defense technique. And in today's episode, I would like to show you something called an armbar. Armbar is an execution when you're on top of somebody or from any position, you're trying to bend the elbow. So this is a very when you're trying to do the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, it's very, very fatal and very risky. So don't do it or attempt it on anybody just like that. It is strictly advised to use Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in self-defense manner only. So stay tuned with us. We have Henial with us, and I would like to show you what an armbar is. Stay tuned. So in today's episode, we will be discussing a little bit about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. When you have the opponent and you have taken him down, and when he is on the ground, and basically there are three positions that I'm going to be on. The first position is to be this way. That is called the side control. My hand will be underneath his head, and my body will be on him like this. The second position is called the guard position. From here, I might be attacking him, or I might try to do any locks and things like that. And the third position is the mount position. Here, he is very weak. He cannot, the movement that he is going to have is very less, because already I will be having my weight put on him. So it will be hard for him to breathe as well. So from here, it will be very difficult for him to just, counter me back or whatever. So in various positions, we have different kind of locks. And today, we will be discussing about armbar. What is an armbar? Armbar is basically when you're trying to target to break the elbow of the person. But basically, I would like to tell you and suggest you to not do it on people. This is only to be done in self-defense. We will not be liable if you're going to attempt on anybody or anyone else. Okay, so basically when you are here on the side control, the person the person on the top will be trying to come on top of him. Okay, so we will learn further how to come or how to take him down now. Today in this lesson we will be learning about armbar. Okay, so what is an armbar? When I'm on top of him, I'll be trying to throw him punches, and he will be raising his hands. He will throw me back. Okay, he will throw his punches back, and I'll try to do that. In that position, if I hold his hand, okay, try to do me some punches. Okay, if I hold his hand, turn my body around, if you can see my position, from here I can see his elbow is here. If I can point his thumb towards the sky and lift my hip, it is going to break his elbow. Okay, that's an armbar, like this. Okay, so again, if you see, try to hold his hand. Okay, you have to be very quick. It will be there will be a lot of rolls like that, and immediately shift, and it's gone. Lift your hip, it's gone. Or maybe try to be as close as possible. Okay, once again, try to do some punches. 1, 2, 3. Immediately go. Yeah, it's gone. Here, raise your hip. His thumb should be pointed upward. That's an armbar. Okay. Here. So basically, in a BJJ match, when you are it's called submission. When you're doing an armbar, people who is getting hurt will tap you. Just leave them. Thanks.